Okay, so this video is a video about what I would do if I were to start basketball game from a young age, and what I've learned. Keep in mind, this is if you've already created the passion and love for the game, right? So you know for a fact that this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, okay? So you parents out there trying to get your kids to become these athletes and they don't want it, just read the body language, read the room. First thing I'm going to do, of course, learn the game. I'm going to educate myself on all the things that revolve around basketball, the insides and outs, the business as well as the game. They're both just as important when you get further on. I'm going to learn philosophies of the game, why certain things are done, certain plays, every play actually, every move, every person. I'm going to try and educate myself on all the greats, all the old guys, all the dudes who changed the game, and all the coaches, all of their philosophies. I'm going to do all of that. I'm going to educate myself on everything about the game. Number 2, this one's a fun one. I am going to build my foundational strength. I am going to do stuff that involve every single particle of my muscles, and to create strength, dexterity, and coordination. People in Australia, I live in Australia, I'm from New Zealand, we aren't taught shit like what the Americans do. Americans, they're just on a whole different level in terms of their foundational building, and their muscles. Their athletes are just so much more put together. They take the time and the effort and pay attention to everything. Take, for example, Olympic lift or a snatch or a clean. Australians don't do that. New Zealanders don't do that. I'm not too sure about the Europeans, but it's not something that's in our curriculum. Americans take the time to do that shit. We kind of, New Zealand, I can speak for New Zealand, growing up, we were just learning skills on how to make tackles. We weren't doing weights and all that shit. And to be quite frank, I don't even know if many people knew how to do the lifting muscles and building muscles back when I grew up. So, yeah, I'll build my foundational strength. 3rd, I would get in the gym. And the 3rd and the 4th, I kind of put them side by side because I don't know if you can differentiate these two, but in my head they are two completely separate things. So, first of all, number 3, I am going to build skills, just coordination skills, everything, shooting, dribbling, jumping, running, defending, all of that, yeah. I am going to build on all that, whether you want to do like Monday ball handling, Tuesday shooting, Wednesday defensive slides, Thursday vertical, Friday whatever. If you want to do it like that, or if you want to spend a whole hour or whole 2 days or 2 hours a day doing all of them, all of the skills at once, or even like the 3rd option could be like the defense one day, offense the other, defense and offense the other, rest, just like a basic workout split. If you want to do it that way, that would be smart too. Me personally, I'd probably do I don't know, to be honest with you. I'd probably do offense one day, defense the other, and then combine them the 3rd day, rest, and continue that motion. 4th, and this goes hand in hand with the skill, it would be getting runs in. And what I mean by that is scrimmages, 1v1, 2s, 3s, all the way up, yeah? All the way up to 5. I'm going to get all those in. Trying to balance that out with skills is kind of difficult. Maybe you can get like the skills first 2 hours of the day, and then the scrimmages the end of the day, something like that. Or maybe you do Monday skills, Tuesday scrimmages, Wednesday, whatever, and you stagger them in. That is going to focus on your routine and your timeline and what you can get away with. But you have to keep it. You have to keep a good balance. And I suggest that when you're first starting off, you want to get as much experience as you can. And then as you get to a certain level, I want to say halfway through high school, you want to switch to doing skills just as much as you do scrimmages. And don't get caught only doing skills. I've met so many people who just want to do skills and don't want to scrimmage. I'm telling you now, it's the worst thing you can do for yourself, because you trap yourself in these scenarios. And take, for example, you do a dribbling drill where you go through the cone, through the legs, around the cone, through the legs, around the cone, through the legs, and do one move, one finish. You get so used to that because you're just drilling it every time, every day for an hour straight, that when it comes to a game, that cone's not there. What do you do? How do you start the move? Or that cone's there, which is a person, by the way. You do that move. Now that cone's not there. What do? Your natural instinct is to do the next move, instead of just pulling up, shooting, or passing at that point. This is why you got to gain the experience of scrimmages just as much as you got to do the drills and combine them together. Fifth one, and the most important one to me, this one is going to be the hardest for most people too, I believe, because it's not a conscious thing to care about, especially at a young age, but it is the diet. This thing is the most difficult, most complicated, but the easiest thing to fix, purely because if you can do that, it's going to change the way you produce. It's going to change your effort, it's going to change your stamina, it's going to change your growth, and I mean that physically as well as mentally. It is going to keep you going when you are tired. It's going to help your muscles recover. It's going to do all of that, and that is so important, especially for long term. Let's say you do the diet right, and you don't get fatigued for a game. It's not so much just for this one game. It's for an entire season. Just being able to keep going. Now, I'm not one to be good at my diet. And this advice might be contradicting to myself, but it's obvious. I just never have been that person. And I can say firsthand that my muscles, my body fatigue way too quick than what they should be. But I just enjoy hooping, so I keep doing it. Bonus tip, and the sixth one, low key, recovery. And this is just as important as the other five as well. But make sure you take some time to do some recovery, whether that be pulls, active recovery in terms stretching and not working out or whatever. And this is for everyone who wants to get vertical, wants to get hops. Most guys that I've seen with 40 plus inch verts are guys that stretched after every run, every scrimmage, every workout, everything. They did not miss out on stretching. And you might think it's natural sometimes, which yes, genetics do play a big part in it. But I promise you now, guys that have the most vert are dudes that stretch. And girls maybe. Girls, I don't know. I haven't watched much female basketball. But I'm telling you now, the guys with the most vertical that I've ever seen are dudes who took the time to stretch after every run. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Subscribe. Adios, amigos. Busas. Busas, máximo.